Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And when you watch him play, all you think about is how dynamic he is. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. Threw for over 20 touchdowns for the first time since 2021. Fully healed from a knee injury a couple of seasons ago. He's got his team thinking big in 2025.
It's a gain of 10.
Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 35-yard
Absolutely
line.
love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, oh, that's got to feel great for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And Murray's going to keep this. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Even when the play starts at the 1-yard line and you think you can sneak it in, it's not a formality that you're going to score the touchdown. The celebration in this case, from the defensive side of the line of scrimmage. A big-time play, keeping them out of the end zone.
On 4th and goal, here's the option. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks nothing.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finishing the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, ready to prove that last season was no fluke.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold. It got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's good for another Seahawks.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
high
That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
First down, Cardinals.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, it's Benson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Play fake, Murray. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Arizona.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's third and goal now.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he wisely will throw that one away. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold now to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where...
Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 71 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers
Seattle
to boot it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Throwing now is Murray. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
1st down, Arizona.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Eligible receiver downfield.
Well, let's see who this is on. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. That's complete to Michael Wilson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brings up 2nd down on the Seahawks 43-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. As they've got it as we resume action. A give running right is Connor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Murray keeps it himself. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 27-yard line.
Second down and 6 now. To throw is Murray. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Murray again. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They run behind center with Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have regained the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The extra point by Ryland up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Seahawks.
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the Cardinals' 40-yard line.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
It's third.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
It's a gain of 2.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Darnold. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Yards on the play.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now it's Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Seahawks. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. James Conner and the Cardinal offense ready to get back to work. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Now Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Walker now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Right at midfield.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
A gain of 6. And that's good for a Seahawks.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Trying the left side with Walker. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Greg George deep for Arizona. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second down at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray now to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
That's caught. Hits the tight end Ryman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Murray. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Here's Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. Open man here is Benson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Throwing again, Murray. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
3rd and inches.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. To throw is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So halftime is
all right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. Darnold now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Here is 3rd and 5. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Here's Darnold. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
The Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Looks like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 46-yard
When we talk
line.
about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play fake. Murray. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, right back to Benson. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On play action, it's Murray. He's got his tight end. That's Ryman. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run over center with Benson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give up the middle with Benson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Arizona.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Running right, here's Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and there the scramble for the 1st.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
This is Fant on the short completion. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his 1st. And it's 2nd down.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
From the 50, it's Darnold. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5. Give to Walker on the read option. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charles. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 1-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. A give. Here comes Benson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On the counter, it's Walker. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Now Darnold. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Darnold. Being chased out left. And Darnold going to slide to the ground here, but not before he does pick up the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Darnold. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Murray now. And a completion to Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Goes right back to McBride. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing again, Murray. That's caught by Harrison, right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, it's Benson. Shifts by at the 15. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 3. Here's a quick throw to McBride. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
1st and goal.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll run with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Ryland on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
31-31.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Darnold now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
For a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Darnold from the gun. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now 2nd and 3. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And
after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, good move. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. This is taken in by McBride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So on is the kicker, Chad Ryland, in a big spot. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
18. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Darnold wants to throw the football. This one goes underneath to Walker. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it.
Another Seahawks 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.